I put 8 martial arts experts into nightclub self-defense situations. Including a special forces soldier, a Krav Maga expert, a kickboxing champion, and more, so you could learn from their good
Back away from me! Back away!
and bad decisions. And to find out who will become the ultimate self-defense champion. So,
Welcome to the Ultimate Self-Defense Championship.
after attempting to escape from 5 attackers, facing home invasion scenarios and various surprise attack situations, our 8 contenders were now ready to face the nightclub challenge. This time, the challenge will be split into 2 parts. During the first part, the contenders will face a series of back-to-back scenarios, from a pickpocketing attempt to a clash with violent aggressors and more. After completing the first stage, they will move on to the nightclub's second area, the dance floor, where 2 additional high-stress and intensity scenarios will unfold. In addition to facing the situations, throughout the entire challenge, each contender will be joined by an actress playing their wife, whom they will have to protect. And at the end, all their performances will be compared to each other and ranked to find out who did the best. With sumo champion Sensei Seth, who's currently the leader of the championship, stepping in as the first contender in an attempt to maintain his lead. As with every contender, Seth's challenge started at the bottom of the stairs leading to the nightclub. But before anything even began, Seth did his best to not even get to the scenarios, as this was not the first time he was facing a USDC challenge where he had a troublesome partner.
Yes, we're wed again. How fun to be wed in these scenarios.
You don't even like anybody here.
No, I want to go to the party.
Why don't we move the couch?
No, can we go?
Okay,
Can
well
we
here, let's go. Let's go.
As Seth was moving up the stairs, he was about to face his first test.
Oh, fam. What's up, dog? Hey, man. How are you? Where to get some? Oh, you know what? Just down there to the left. Okay, man. Yeah, man. Good stuff. See you, buddy.
Seth masterfully passed the first test before it even began, as the wife was initially going to walk close to the stranger, but Seth immediately moved her to the other side, making her safer as a result. A decision that not all the contenders were going to make.
My wife was very persistent about walking as close to the person as she could. She's really good about that kind of stuff, finding danger and walking up to it. So immediately I was like, okay, rule number 1, get between my wife and the drug addict.
But Seth was about to face the next test. The wife was carrying a bag with the Revolut card, and soon enough, a person was going to get kicked out of the club who will try to use the commotion to steal the card from her, testing if Seth will manage to prevent the act.
What? No.
What's up, man? What's up? Oh, dang, this place is popping.
Oh, I need my wallet.
Your wallet? Yeah.
Oh, okay, I have my wallet.
Okay, cool.
Let's get drinks.
Seth successfully passed yet another test, as he placed himself in between the pickpocket and the wife, preventing the theft. But the next test was going to challenge him.
Hey, Sensei Seth,
Yo, what's up, man?
If you want a picture, please ask. I will always try and take it.
What Seth didn't know though was that while he was taking a picture with a fan, the wife was going to get a drink where 2 men were planning to put sugar in it. And since the wife is allergic to sugar, that wouldn't be good for her, testing to see if Seth will manage to protect her this time.
I could feel that my wife wants to run away. I'm not gonna be a jerk to this guy. She'll take the picture. And she's gone. She said no. Who says no to that? What a jerk.
Hey, wait,
Can I take a picture of you, man? Can I take a picture of you, man? Yo, come on, let's do it.
In a second?
Wait, come on, just right here.
Can you come?
Hey, man, good.
Some guys try to fight me along the way. I diffuse as much as I can, and by the time I get to my lady, she's drinking stuff that she's not supposed to be.
Seth didn't manage to pass the first test, as the wife's drink got tainted with sugar. Yet before former Special Forces soldier Randy made an attempt at the challenge, Seth had the last test ahead of him, where this time, he won't be able to avoid a fight.
She's trying to walk away with something. I'm like, whoa, hold on. Did you just drink somebody's drink that, like, you didn't see? I kind of saw his hand near the lid. She was like, what? That's crazy. I do feel a little sick, though. I was like, yeah, well, I wonder why. You just drank that drink.
I think you gotta go throw up. You need to go throw up.
Something is happening.
Let's go. I think you gotta go throw up. We gotta go find the bathroom.
I need to arrest him.
I know, I think I got drunk.
Although it may have looked like Seth defeated all the attackers without getting hurt, he got sucker punched by someone from the back. A nasty but common strategy in nightclub fights. And even though Seth masterfully avoided one of the strikes, what made things worse was that he got hit by a wrench, making this a clear knockout and causing Seth to fail the test, as he didn't mind what was happening behind his back enough.
I want a divorce. I'm sorry.
I married the girl I went to college with, and you just don't do that, apparently. I don't go to stuff like this for this reason. It was like a hyper exaggerated version of exactly why I hate this situation. Every dude is looking to just dance on a woman. The drink thing, gosh, she's so eager to drink. That girl's thirsty.
Why did you throw down?
I've been pushed like 4 times already. It was just time.
But before we see Seth in the next 3 scenarios, and before we get to see some epic fighting later in the episode, first, let's find out if Special Forces soldier Randy will be able to see the sneak attack and pass all the other tests.
We're met at the bottom of the stairs with my wife's character.
Me also good.
Yeah, things are good.
Yes. How was your job?
Yo, man.
It's good, thanks. How about you?
There was a guy trying to buy or sell drugs. You see people that are mentally disturbed or whatever. Not uncommon just to bypass and keep going. So that's what I chose to do.
Yet even though nothing happened this time, it would have been wiser not to let the wife engage with a stranger and to lead her to the other side, causing Randy to fail the first test. But without even knowing, the second test was just ahead of him.
Sorry, Natan. Wait,
You need to use the washroom?
I need a wallet, but where's my wallet? I got notification that my wallet's stolen.
It turns out Randy did not create enough distance between his wife and the pickpocket, giving the thief the opportunity to successfully steal the wallet. Luckily, in the wallet, the wife had a Revolut card, which has location-based security, one of its smartest anti-theft features around. When you enable the feature in the Revolut app, every time the Revolut card is used, the app checks if the transaction location matches your phone's GPS. So if your card gets stolen or cloned, and someone tries using it somewhere you're not, the payment gets blocked instantly. It also has many other safety features, such as instant card freezing and unfreezing, spending controls, disposable virtual cards, AI fraud detection, and more. Revolut, which is the main sponsor of the Ultimate Self-Defense Championship, is a digital financing app that has tons of super convenient features, such as fee-free ATM withdrawals in foreign countries, payment via the Revolut card, holding and exchanging money instantly in 35 plus currencies with no additional fees on Monday to Friday, and transferring money around the world 24/7 in just a few taps at great rates.
I've personally been using Revolut for years, and I highly recommend it to friends, family, and obviously you, the audience, as it's a really convenient app and card, not only for traveling, but also for daily use.
Download Revolut now for free from my link and have a chance to get 20 euros. Coming back to the championship, Randy unfortunately failed the second test, as he left the wife vulnerable to the pickpocket. Yet although it has been 2 failed tests in a row for Randy, he still had a chance to redeem himself in the next 2 tests.
I'm following you
You
on YouTube,
know
man.
him?
Hey, he's a
The
legend,
fighter?
man.
Yeah, he's a
I
star.
know. Can you sign for me?
Yeah, sure. You have a
She takes off to the bar. That's normal, no problem. I watch her go. If that was my wife, yeah, I'll catch up with you in a second.
Hey, nothing's happening.
Thanks,
Wait,
man.
nothing's happening. No. Hey, go.
Hi. Water, please.
Hey, what's
Yes.
up, girl?
What's up?
How are you?
There you go.
Thank you. Excuse me.
Elise,
My name is Carlos.
I see her taking a drink and there's a guy on her left and a guy on her right. They're not acting abnormal, but then she starts acting normal. She's like, I don't feel good. Something's not right. Like, she probably drank something that's bad news.
I feel something.
Unfortunately, Randy failed yet another test, as he did not prevent his wife from drinking the water with sugar. Yet before we get to see how the next 3 contenders, including a 6-time kickboxing world champion, do, Randy still had one more shot at redemption in the first segment of the challenge.
So again, I said, hey, let's get out of here. Put my hand on the small of her back and I'm trying to usher her through the crowd.
No. Can you stay for a minute? Just here.
Randy finally achieved his redemption by not allowing himself getting crowded, noticing and evading the sucker punch, and then clinching to prevent further wrench strikes. Although ideally, Randy himself would have chosen a different solution.
How do I feel? I mean, it all happened pretty quick. It's fine. It gets you thinking, on your toes. Realistically, in a scenario like that, the best course of action would have been just to get out of there.
Yet with 3 tests failed, Randy so far didn't manage to surpass sumo champion Seth in this challenge. But the next 3 contenders, including a kickboxing world champion, Kudo world vice champion, and IBJJF jiu-jitsu champion, were all going to try to dethrone Seth, even though they came with different mindsets.
Yeah, at that point for me, I'd started to clue in on this event is not what I thought it was. I was expecting just small, who can defend a knife, and this is a different scope and scale. So at that point, my brain was starting to try and figure out what might be happening.
Oh, nightclub was crazy. It's very uncomfortable to be in the nightclub when your wife is running away from you and doing a bunch of crazy stuff.
While Josh, even though he had an injury,
I have an old AC joint separation. When I was wrestling with one of those dudes in the previous challenge, I yoinked it.
Regardless, unlike the others, he was excited about the scenario.
So the thing about nightclubs is that's kind of my thing. I'm here to have a good time. I'm not here to fight anybody at the nightclub. I'm here to dance the night away and hang out with my wife. Sorry, you can cut that.
You want to go inside?
Yes.
Let's do it.
You look good.
I'm doing sports.
Daytime.
Yes.
Oh, he's sick. He looks sick.
Yeah.
Yo, man. Yo, maybe you know where to get some good stuff?
Don't talk to me.
All 3 contenders chose to protect the wife by moving her to the other side, successfully passing the first test. And while Gabriel initially tried to help the stranger,
Okay?
I need some good stuff. Maybe you know where to get some.
Oh, sorry, I don't. I hope you're okay.
he soon realized he couldn't and continued to move on to the second test.
Immediately they're escorting somebody out, so I decide once again to shield my wife. I might take a hit to the back of the head or something, but at least she's not gonna get hit, she's not gonna get her purse taken or something like that.
That they tried to steal a wallet, so I covered her with my body.
Suddenly, my wife is pulling out a wallet. I'm like, what are you doing? Why is she just waving her wallet around? And it turns out she would have got pickpocketed had I not shielded her. So I guess I did something right finally.
All 3 contenders protected their wife's wallet from the pickpocket, so far putting them in a great spot in challenging Seth's performance.
I guess it came natural because I've been to a lot of these places in my time.
But the hardest tests are yet to come.
Hey, Gabriel Marco, isn't it? You're a fighter. You're a kickboxer.
The famous guy.
I know you. Hey, man. You're from YouTube, isn't it?
Out of nowhere, a guy starts asking me for my autograph. I'm like, ha ha ha. Yeah.
Then she started running to the bar, drinking stuff.
For some reason, my wife starts sprinting away. She's telling me she's gonna go get a drink. She's like an animal.
I just treated everything the way I would in real life. And I feel like if I would tell my wife she can't do something, even if it's for her safety, I'd probably get in very big trouble.
I'll get a drink. Stay with your friend. It's okay.
Thank you, man. You're fucking good at it.
This guy's asking me for a picture. I'm like, no, I'll take a picture with you later. I need to stay with my wife because something's gonna happen.
Yes, of course. Let's cheers.
Vilus and Gabriel didn't manage to prevent the wife from drinking the sugared drink, but the last man standing, Josh, was firmly set on doing everything he could to stand in her way.
The whole time I'm thinking though, we're gonna get to the bar and then I'm just gonna have to keep my eyes open for somebody trying to like sneak something in her drink. I wasn't prepared for her just like running away the whole time.
Later, man, later. I'll catch you later, yeah. I'll catch you later. Okay?
And I get like shoved and like slapped in the face. Even though I don't enjoy getting slapped in the face, I'm gonna let this go because I don't want to start a brawl in a nightclub.
It's okay. It's okay, man. Hey, it's okay.
Despite his best efforts, Josh didn't manage to stop the wife either, having all 3 contenders fail the drink test and leaving them with one more scenario to go before the next 3 contenders, including a Krav Maga self-defense instructor, will make their attempt.
All right, wife, we need to leave the premises because you just got scammed.
You want to sit down?
She's like kind of hunched over by this wall, and then suddenly one of the guys who had like bumped into me bumps into her. And in my mind, because of the drugging scenarios, I was convinced in my mind they had like touched her inappropriately. So I'm like, okay, she just got touched inappropriately, so I just punched the guy in the face.
Other guys started pushing me. This is like a big mess. What's going on?
Unfortunately, none of the 3 contenders managed to evade the blindsided wrench strike. And while they did pass 2 out of the 4 tests, all 3 contenders came out of these scenarios feeling the same way.
This was a pretty scary scenario.
You're there to have a good time, but these types of things can happen in places like this.
There's a reason I don't go to clubs. I've been to 2 in my life, left in like 10 minutes. Danger, danger, just avoid them. It's the reason I would never take a girl to a club. So I can't keep them properly safe. Just too many variables.
This was a night for us, I guess.
While Gabriel, Vilus, and Josh were all close to the leading performance so far, sumo fighter Seth was still ahead as he passed the first 2 tests and was close to evading the wrench strike. Yet, self-defense practitioner and former rugby player Adrien, who is behind Seth in the main score table by only 2 points, was ready to give him a run for his money.
It's a realistic scenario for some people. I'm sure it happens daily, unfortunately. I noticed this guy sort of leaning over, decided to put myself in between myself and her.
Yo, fam, maybe you know where to get some good stuff?
No, man, sorry.
No?
No,
sorry. Yeah, it's all good.
We get to the doors, we go inside, we start lining up.
Yeah.
I grabbed my wife and I put her into the corner and I shielded her with my body.
Adrien so far had a flawless start, but the question is whether he's going to be able to pass the test, which no one else has been able to pass yet.
A guy recognises me as the winner of the challenge and he wanted to get a photo with me.
I saw you on YouTube, man.
I said, sorry mate, not at the moment.
Stay with your friend, do it, that works.
Just a quick selfie. Okay, okay, I get it.
I'll get a drink, okay? By myself, don't protect me.
Hi, what's up, bro?
Relax.
What's happening? Why are you always acting like this?
Adrien was the first contender to pass the third test, immediately putting him ahead of his competition in this challenge so far, and leaving him with one more test standing between him and a dominant performance.
She wasn't too happy. She said, you know, you're always acting like this. Why do you have to do this every time we go out? And I basically said to her, I said, we're leaving. If you want to argue with me, you can argue with me outside.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, come on.
No, I'm gonna stay here.
Back off!
Despite failing to dodge the wrench, Adrien passed 3 out of 4 tests, securing his spot as the current leader of the challenge.
To be honest, I actually think I performed how I would normally perform. If I'm in a position where I need to do what I need to do to protect myself and who I'm with, that's exactly how I would do it.
And now, there are only 2 more contenders left to challenge Adrien's newly attained position. Former UFC fighter and champion of the 2nd season Natan and Krav Maga instructor Shane Langwell. Although Natan, who was 5 points behind Seth in the main score table, was starting to doubt his ability to win this season.
I really hope I do good tonight, because if not, I think it's gonna be point of no return and I'm not gonna be able to win the show at this pace.
Have a drink and dance, okay?
Alright, but I need to tell you something first.
Yo, maybe you know where to get some good stuff.
No man, I don't.
Despite his best intentions, Natan already failed the first test. Yet then, he did something that no one else did.
Go to the club with me.
I want to tell you something. We're going to the club, okay, I accept it, but I need you to be careful because it's very dangerous out there. So there's a couple rules. If anybody gives you any trouble, you come to me, understand? If I need to protect us, you go as far as you can, you run away. And last thing, you don't drink anything you haven't seen people open and pour.
Okay.
Alright? I thought, okay, if she's my fake wife, maybe she will listen to her fake husband.
Before even entering the nightclub, Natan established some safety rules. A wise strategy that would potentially solve all the upcoming troubles already ahead of time, leaving the judge Mr. X impressed.
For some people this will be like, that's exaggerated, that's paranoid, but to be honest, I do the same when I'm with my family or with my wife. It's sad that we are at that point that we have to do this, but when hits the fan, you will be happy that you did it.
Meanwhile, Shane breezed through the first test.
She's on my right side, which is closer to this unknown guy. Hey, let's put her in a safer position, so I grab her and move her over to my left side.
But then both contenders still had to face the second test.
Always thinking about self-defense.
Come on, just one drink. No more drinks for you, man. Come on, man. Just one more drink. Come on, now. What are you doing, man?
Wait, where's my wallet? Your ID card, my ID card.
I react defensive by putting my scenario wife into a position where, again, I'm a barrier between him and her.
To Natan's misfortune, he failed yet another test, while Shane completed it successfully. Yet as you already know, this is where the tension starts to ramp up.
You're a UFC fighter, isn't it?
Guy asked for a selfie. I would never say no to a fan for a photo, but if my wife is actively trying to run away from me, I have better things to do. Alright, no, brother.
What about a selfie? Just a quick selfie.
Drink.
Come on, man.
Water, please.
Yeah, sure.
What's your name?
Elisa, what's your name?
My name's Carlos.
Before I can even get to her, she's already cheering with some dude she doesn't know. I see it like it's slow motion. I'm like, no!
Dude, my favorite moment of the entire series was the nightclub watching Natan walk like the Terminator over to his wife with the drink and then being like, danger.
There was no way of me grabbing the glass and like putting it down. There was only one way to reach it in time, and it was like...
and then just smashing the real glass bottle full of water. I could just kind of see from the distance everybody was like,
sorry, don't ever drink anything with a stranger. I told you that.
Although with extreme measures, Natan managed to prevent the wife from drinking the sugared drink, while Shane...
He's a fan of Nomad Krav Maga. I take maybe 5 to 10 seconds to give this guy a selfie, and then I look, oh, my wife's not with me.
Yeah, just take a photo. Okay. Yo, do you mind if we take a picture? Just the one quick second.
Water!
Hey, man, back away from me. Back away.
Elisa?
Nice to meet you. My name is Carlos.
Hey, what's up?
Shane's luck ran out as he didn't stop the wife from drinking the drink. But before moving on to the next series of tests in the nightclub, Natan and Shane still had one more test to go.
Sorry, I'll pay for it. Sorry.
Okay, listen.
Before I know it, Rokas tells me, you got hit in the back of the head. And I'm like, so what? I get hit in the back of the head, sparring every day, I'm still alive. And he's like, with a wrench. I'm like, okay, you got me.
She starts saying she's sick. We need to get out of here. If she started acting sicker or collapsed, maybe I would have been forced to call 911 inside of this really dangerous and volatile situation. But she did not act that sick, so I'm thinking, hey, let's leave the situation.
Luck once again was not on Shane's side, as he was at the perfect spot for the blindsided wrench attack, while Natan got hit by the wrench quite quickly as well.
Should have just turned away and go home. Too bad I didn't.
That situation was definitely could happen to people, and we need to know how to defend it. For those people that don't know the main rules of, first of all, don't go stupid places with stupid people at stupid times.
But given that Natan successfully completed a test that in addition only Adrien passed, and based on the fact that Natan had the significant conversation about safety rules, according to Mr. X's judgment, Natan was so far awarded the second spot. Yet before we'll find out if sumo champion Seth will manage to get back in the lead in the free upcoming nightclub scenarios, there was one more additional surprise in this challenge.
In the second season, we had Craig Hunter, an Australian truck driver, to see how a regular person compares to the other contenders. But as we soon found out, Craig was not your average regular person. So in this challenge, I invited Martas, a famous Lithuanian YouTuber and an incredible entrepreneur, but someone who truly has very limited self-defense and martial arts training, to see how he does compared to the experts.
Hello, let's talk and escalate things out. I'm a friendly guy, I'm a friendly neighbor. I actually haven't trained anything. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I'm not aggressive, but if the situation forces me to do something, I may do it, I don't know.
That's my new jacket, as you can see.
Yo, fam.
Hey, man.
You know where to get some?
Oh, no, not sure, man. No, not from here, not sure, man.
Martas failed the first test by letting the wife get too close to the suspicious stranger. But this test was failed by some of our contenders too, leaving us to observe if Martas will still perhaps surprise us.
I'm thinking we can try and skip the line if you like.
No, let's wait, okay?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, get off. Yeah, sorry? Okay, let's go. Oh, you forgot your wallet?
No, wait. I got a notification from Revolut. Someone stole my wallet.
Martas also failed the second test, and with the next two tests being even more complicated, his chances of a successful performance were at stake.
Hey, Martas! Hey, you're YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm your fan, man.
I'll get a drink. Stay with your plan, stay. No.
Sorry, man. Yeah, sorry, man.
Hey, can I have water?
Water?
Hi. Yes, water.
Hi. Oh. Doing good, man. Doing good. Sorry, man.
Guys.
Come have a drink.
Guys.
Yeah, cool enough. Yeah.
What's your name?
Yeah, good. Yeah, call me. What'd you drink, man?
Although Martas' increased vigilance led him closer to success, he still didn't see the sugaring happening, even though it was taking place just next to him. And with the fourth and arguably hardest test around the corner, Martas had his final shot in succeeding before the next scenarios took place.
Let's go have some fun, yeah, let's dance.
Although Martas got a slightly gentler treatment than the contenders, and even though he turned his back to one of the aggressors, a big mistake in self-defense, at the beginning of the conflict, he immediately focused on extracting the wife from the hotspot, and without allowing himself getting provoked by the aggressors, he managed to succeed in the 4th test. But before we get to see how the contenders do in the next 3 tests, it is time to witness how this challenge is supposed to be done.
You know, the thing about removing an eyeball is that a lot of people don't realize it's connected to the optic nerve. It's like a piece of spaghetti, so when you take the eye out, it doesn't just fall out.
Master Ken.
Us.
Can I take a picture of you?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Sorry, can you?
Yeah, go get a drink.
Yeah.
Hi. Water, please.
Oh, sorry, hang on. The shoe's untied.
What?
What's your name?
Hey. Nobody buys my wife a drink except me. Come with me. Oh, looks like there's gonna be trouble. Time for a hurricane.
You owe me a drink.
Oh, we'll get one of the. Feel a little dizzy. Some strong stuff.
With 4 tests completed, Adrien leading the challenge, and Seth and Natan right on his tail, only 3 more tests remained to find out the winner of the nightclub scenarios. But the next test was going to be a tricky one.
Go for it, Dan.
Dance? Okay, what's up, man?
Seems like it's a good time. Let's walk through the middle of this party, start dancing. She's really persistent about pulling me through the middle of the dance circle. And then I use her momentum, this is like some mental Aikido, to push her all the way through to the other side of the circle. And she says, hey, I'm gonna use the restroom. I was like, okay, cool. I hate this place, so I'm just gonna hang out by the bathroom.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
As Seth soon found out, this was a test of awareness, as when the wife goes to the female bathroom, an unknown man follows her soon after, something that no lady would appreciate. And while the stranger almost managed to walk past, Seth's cautiousness and awareness didn't fail him, temporarily putting him back in the lead.
If my girl is going to the bathroom, I'm not going to be not watching. If my girl's drinking, I'm not going to be not watching.
Yet whether the other contenders will also notice the stranger, we're about to find out.
So she wants to dance, so my wife and I are dancing. No big deal, like I'm not a big dancer, but sure, we'll indulge and have some fun. And then she leaned in and said, I have to go use the washroom. I said, yeah, okay, no problem. Like, I should probably position myself a little bit closer to the washroom. As I'm standing there with my back against the wall, a guy walks in front of me. And it took a second, I'm like, wait a minute, is that 1 washroom or is that 2 washrooms? Like, how does that work? So I kind of confirmed.
Randy also noticed the stranger going in, becoming the second contender to stop him in his tracks and passing the scenario. But the next 3 contenders decided to take a different route.
Maybe it's a sports bar where these guys are like those crazy European football guys or what, I don't know, they just look crazy.
I thought this would give me an advantage. As far as I knew, all the other guys, they weren't fans of nightclubs. Like Shane was saying, don't go to stupid places, stupid times, with stupid people. I've done all of that, so.
She's constantly trying to get in the middle of all these guys, and I'm like, no, let's stay outside. If we're in the middle of all these guys, any one of them could potentially start attacking us or whatever, so I'm trying to stay on the outside.
Everybody's like in a circle, jumping up and down, dancing. I'm like, oh, this looks fun. So I just started dancing and jumping up and down with everybody.
And then all of a sudden she says, hey, I need to go to the bathroom. Okay, cool. She is in the bathroom. I see all these guys and I see my moment because I know I am the world's best dancer.
I think it looked like I was being dumb, but this was actually all part of my strategy. In my mind, I was thinking, all right, this scenario is gonna turn into like some sort of brawl. And what I need to do in order to protect myself and my wife is to make friends with as many people as I can as quickly as possible. And so I'm just like out crazing everybody. I'm like giving high fives, I'm like dancing, I'm having a good time. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna go great. We're gonna get in a brawl and all these guys are gonna be on my team.
Meanwhile, kickboxing legend Gabriel also gave in to the dancing fever. But then at the last moment, Josh and Shane danced their opportunity to win this test away, while Gabriel, even when dancing, managed to see the stranger walk into the woman's bathroom, getting there just in time. Yet with only 3 contenders left to do this test, the stakes weighed heavily on Natan and Adrien, as this test would either get them closer or further from winning this entire challenge.
We went into the center of the dance circle, but I'm not much of a dancer, so I sort of backed myself out and took her with me.
Let's go for this!
And she said to me that she wanted to go to the toilet, and I said, nah, the crowd's too rowdy in front of the toilet, we'll go to a toilet elsewhere. And she's like, no, I really need to go.
The bathroom is here! The bathroom is here, please!
While Adrien tried to get the wife out of the nightclub, Natan then continued to follow the wife to stand by the bathroom. But while some would think that he was doing it only because it was a test, it turns out it's something that he does in real life as well.
Like I really do, I always stay by the bathroom and look around.
Meanwhile, Adrien was having a different set of problems.
Someone bumped into me, and when they went to bump into me, she tried to take off, but she had a leather jacket on, and as she's going to take off, I've grabbed her leather jacket.
Adrien's test was stopped since he gave no opportunity for the wife to go to the bathroom, preventing the scenario from unfolding. But his strong shove of the stranger in the end, which could have provoked an unnecessary fight, kept him away from a perfect performance, while Natan had some confusion.
And I see a guy walking in, I was like, is this like an entrance to like women and men on like different sides? I take a look, I can't see whether it is, so I just assume it's only woman, and he just walked in.
Natan entered in time to prevent the awkward situation, although he wasn't sure about the outcome himself.
The moment I get in, whistle blown means you messed up. Natan, you failed again, you lost this mission.
And then Kudo fighter Vilus was the last contender to attempt the test.
I need to go to the bathroom!
I saw Jess only her entering the toilet, so I didn't saw anybody going after her and didn't even hear the scream because of the loud music, yeah.
5 out of 8 contenders managed to pass the test under varying degrees of success, with Adrien, Natan, and Seth maintaining their positions. But before they can try to surpass each other in the final 2 tests, Martas still has to make his attempt.
Okay, let's go have some fun.
Darling, I need to go to the bathroom, okay?
Yeah.
Stay here?
Yeah.
Stay here. No. You don't need to be...
Yeah, it's okay, I'll wait here, Yeah, sorry, man. It's a woman's bathroom. What? Woman's bathroom. Woman's bathroom? Yeah. Sorry, man.
While admittedly the test was not as chaotic for Martas, he still demonstrated great judgment by staying close to the bathroom and stopping the stranger early in his tracks. But in the next test, the contenders won't be able to pass without fighting.
Let's go.
test, an injured person approaches asking for help, whose assailant soon resumes the attack. Fortunately, even though Vilus failed to notice the assailant's approach at first, his fighting skills ultimately saved the day. But now it is time to find out if Krav Maga expert Shane would be able to do the same. Shane chose not to protect the injured victim, a decision that might seem cold but is actually wise in self-defense, as your own safety and your family's must always come first. He then made another great decision by moving his wife to safety before engaging and defeating the knife attacker, making this an outstanding performance. And if you're wondering why Shane chose to strike instead of grapple, here's his explanation.
Well, the reason is a straight punch or an attack may actually neutralize the threat without getting entangled with a knife guy that's going to be able to fight you at full capacity.
But the next three contenders chose to keep grappling as part of their strategy. All three contenders displayed some impressive skills. Former Special Forces soldier Randy reacted instantly, pitting the knife with precision. But while his fight had to be stopped due to safety concerns of fighting against a concrete wall, thanks to his flawless technique, the scenario was scored as a win. While Jiu-Jitsu competitor Josh sustained a cut during his entry, he managed to disarm the attacker and used the weapon against him. And before the assailant even began his attack, Josh employed an unconventional strategy.
I suddenly see like an attacker, a guy with a knife. This guy's already hunched over, like stabbed. I'm like, oh, human shield.
Finally, while Gabriel opened his defense with powerful strikes and smart distance control, he soon transitioned to grappling and managed to disarm the attacker, earning yet another victory. Yet while 5 out of 5 contenders so far had survived the scenario, there were no guarantees for the final 3 competing for the highest score.
I'm assuming on a different day coming to this terrible nightclub. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm a glutton for punishment. The actor man is shaking that thing. That dude's got hip movement like I don't even know. He must have some sort of like formal training. And then pretty quickly, this guy falls into my lap with blue blood somehow.
Hey, go behind him. Go behind him.
Seth's request for his wife to move to safety first was an excellent decision, as this way he was able to fully focus on the assailant. And even though he kicked the victim by accident,
different problem, I kicked the guy in the head who got stabbed already, but like at least the knife guy's down.
Seth swiftly neutralized the attacker, but with a great performance, the stakes for Adrien and Natan were higher than ever.
Next scenario, I'm just focused. Forget about everything. Do what's right. Don't do what you think is gonna get the most points or get the most views. There's only one way to win it. If there is still a way to win this, if I'm still somehow by a miracle close enough with the other guys, there's only one way to do it, and it's focus. Forget about everything that was. New page. What's the right thing to do?
by distancing himself from the injured person and by immediately leaving with the wife, Natan was the only contender to avoid the knife attacker entirely.
I'm not working security, it's not a friend of mine. Grab my wife and get the hell out of there.
And this decision was made due to Natan's changed perspective.
I will do what is right, and Natan doesn't look for a fight every day in his life. I've never hit anybody in my adult life, or barely ever hit anybody in my adult life.
Yet with the bar set so high, Adrien had to deliver his very best to hold on to his lead. Although Adrien secured a strong clinch and effectively used headbutts, he was stabbed just before managing to fully control the attacker.
The reason why I went for the knife was because he came at me.
Yeah, you were kind of cornered.
As a result, Adrien lost his lead to Natan, who outperformed him in this scenario. Yet, the winner of the challenge will only be determined after the next and final scenario. Randy demonstrated impressive skills. Not only did he display fighting of the highest level, but he was always aware of his environment.
It's fun, there's a lot going on. I didn't want anything to do with it, but she was kind of drawn towards it. So what I saw was a guy getting filled in by 3. So obviously, if I'm in a position to do something about that and not allow someone to get their head kicked in, I'm going to try to stop it.
Yet while it worked out well this time, going against free attackers is extremely dangerous, even for a skilled fighter. The best solution is not to get involved. Though, a trick was used in this scenario.
I intentionally chose a security guard as the victim, since this creates a bigger moral dilemma. But in self-defense, you shouldn't help even a security guard. The main people you should protect is you and your family. Instead, finding help would be a better solution.
While Randy completed the scenario, his decision wasn't ideal. Now it is time to see if the others will be making the same mistake.
We're sitting here, and after begging her to leave, she doesn't. I look around at Rokas and everybody else. I was like, we're still here. We're still at this nightclub? Okay, cool. I think this one's probably not that crazy. Fight breaks out and 5'1", -2 pound woman thinks she's gonna break it up. Then she immediately gets up, bolts down there, so I pick her up, I pop her on my hip, and then Rokas looks at me and he gives me the green light. He's like, go beat him up. Turn around, heard an eagle scream in the background.
Since I wanted to give Seth a John Wick moment, I suggested him to go beat up the attackers. But originally, Seth was wise not to get involved, passing this test.
I tried to get her to leave. And then it was a perfect opportunity to do a flying sidekick. I feel like
It was meant to be?
it was meant to be, yeah, for sure.
This puts Seth once more in the lead, and if Natan and Adrien will decide to fight, it will make Seth the winner of the entire nightclub challenge. Meanwhile, the other contenders were competing for the middle point, but this was still very important as the championship had 4 more challenges left, meaning that all the contenders posed a risk to the current leaders, and Vilus, Gabriel, and Josh were about to try to go claim their points. Vilus and Gabriel both decided to defend the security guard.
So you would do that? What you do?
I think so. When they start kicking him, 3 guys, one guy on the back, probably I should jump in and push some guys off with the kicks or something.
But while it's an admirable decision, it's not a good call for self-defense. Meanwhile, Josh had a more confusing experience.
Thus far, I'd got into a lot of trouble so far by just like attacking without thinking. Like I see 3 guys attacking another guy on the ground and I'm like, okay, this is the opportunity. This is the chance to make up for all the mistakes I've made so far in every scenario by just like rushing towards people and attacking first without thinking. This is my chance to de-escalate. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna de-escalate these 3 guys beating the out of this other guy on the ground. And I'm getting punched like really softly as all this is happening. I'm like, stop that, ow.
The attackers were throwing light punches, since the main test was to see if the contenders would get involved. From this point, they're simply giving Josh a chance to showcase his martial arts skills. Of course, Josh doesn't know that.
I'm like, okay, they're not hitting me hard, so I'm just gonna keep de-escalating.
Hey, whoa, it's okay, man, hey, it's okay. It's okay, man, hey.
These guys are just like NPCs. I'm like, I don't think they're gonna stop hitting me, and I don't think they're gonna hit me any harder. So I'm like, oh, I must have to fight these guys.
Josh got involved in the fight and also failed to have his John Wick moment.
We did set up the final scenario to kind of give everyone a John Wick moment. And the thing is, the guys were instructed to kind of give you a chance to just go John Wick on them. But they were so nice that they were like kind of lost. We can't hit him anymore. You probably realized we're waiting for you to
Yeah,
fight, right?
I think that was the meta part. I couldn't tell if their hesitation was part of the scenario or if they were instructed to go lighter. So it's like, okay, they're instructed to go lighter. Let me just like let off on these guys and I think it'll resolve. So thank you.
And now only 3 contenders remained, including Natan and Adrien competing for the best performance of this challenge, and Shane, who was aiming to challenge the leaders in the main scoreboard.
We're now at the top of the stairs. A chaotic brawl just erupts down below in front of the DJ. My scenario wife, she's like trying to go down there. Only thing I could do is I grabbed her leather jacket and I'm pulling. I'm saying, hey, don't go down there. 3 or 4 on 1 is not good odds. I don't want to act like I can deal with 3 or 4 guys that are beating a guy down. Then Rokas said, why don't you go down there and go have some fun.
Hey, leave him alone. Hang on.
Shane raises his hand and stops the scenario. Something is clearly wrong.
It's been a hurt shoulder, it's hurt. The moment I punched him, my mind registered a severe injury, and I'm like, crap, I don't know what happened, but something happened to my arm.
I'm looking at Shane and thinking, all of this. I put so much effort into making sure no one gets hurt, and still this happens. The guys help out Shane. Eventually, emergency arrives and takes him to the hospital. And my first thought is, that's it, I'm canceling the whole thing. I don't want anyone else to get hurt. But then the rest of the contenders come to me and say, no way, this is a dangerous event, we signed up for this, let's freaking do this. And so, we continued the championship.
With the final 2 contenders left, it all comes down to this moment. If both of them pass the test, Natan will receive the highest score. Yet if Adrien passes and Natan fails, Adrien will become the leader.
Hey, relax.
No, stay there. She wanted me to sit down next to her, but I didn't want to sit down. I felt too vulnerable sitting down, so I was standing up, I was standing behind her. Go, get up, get up.
No. You need to help him. You need to help him, please.
As we've walked out, I think you've said something to me, and I said, no, this nightclub, I'm leaving. And I think you said something to me along the lines of, do you want to him up? And I was like, yeah, okay.
Adrien chose to carry out the wife to ensure her safety, and despite kicking a bystander at the end, he passed the test by initially staying out of the fight.
I think it's the best reminder that the best self-defense is don't be there.
Basically, and if it doesn't involve you, don't get involved. It's got nothing to do with me. Why involve myself? It doesn't matter if you know martial arts or self-defense. It doesn't mean you need to be a hero all the time. So.
And now came the moment of truth. Whether Natan wins this challenge depends on if he passes this test. Natan passed the test by not getting involved. And then...
Do you want to kick their ass?
Yes.
Go.
The simplest thing is always get the out of there as soon as and as fast as possible. But if that was like my body, maybe I jump in and help out. There is the safest thing and the right thing. These are two different things. I feel like I would have an internal struggle in real life to not do the right thing. Usually the right thing is the harder thing to do, but it can turn into a fight really easily. I guess the right thing would be to call the security, call the cops.
But before we find out what points the contenders received, Martas and Master Ken took their turns.
What happened, man?
Martas actually did well by striking the attacker to disorient him and then running away. Plus, bonus points for hiding behind the host. Although the next test was less straightforward. Obviously, the attackers went easy on Martas, as in reality, they are world-level Kudo fighters, and going against any free attackers wouldn't be a good idea. Overall though, Martas did rather well in the nightclub challenge. But how to really do it, Master Ken was about to show us, even though he had that strange drink before.
I like this music. It's good music. Doing it.
Help me. Help.
Oh.
Once the event finished, news came about Shane's condition.
Ended up having to go under full general anesthesia. I go under. Rokas' brother tells me what I said as I'm starting to come up. I'm Jimmy Jim from America. I don't know why I said I'm Jimmy Jim from America, because I'm not. I'm Shane from America. But anyways, I thought that was pretty funny. The moment I made impact, I felt I got super injured. Apparently, I had dislocated my shoulder, complete dislocation.
Shane getting injured, that was disappointing. Shane being a Krav guy, I wanted to see how we would match up. He was a really good competitor, and I'm hoping he has a speedy recovery.
He was also, in my mind, a big threat to the throne because he has such a well-rounded skill set. It sucks, but this is life. We get injured. The biggest thing is how do you come back from injury? How do you come back from a loss? this, and I trust Shane to come back stronger than ever.
It sucks. That's not fun. Dude's just so strong that no one else can hurt him, only himself.
Unfortunately, even though he wanted to, Shane couldn't continue doing the challenges.
Of course, if this was a real life situation, no matter what injury you're facing, you can't stop, you've got to fight. But in this situation, with it being a competition, it's not worth risking the injury of what happened. And I'm like, why couldn't they just put it back in place and I'm back in the action? Although you might do that and it might work for you, the level of shoulder injury that I actually have after getting the MRIs, it's actually a really bad shoulder dislocation. I was unable to do that.
This can happen, so let's keep moving.
Dropping out of the championship, Shane's score was finalized. But the rest of the contenders were still competing for the title. Kudo fighter Vilus passed some tests, but getting involved in the final fight willfully and failing to notice the man walking into the bathroom among other tests, he receives 2 points, while Jiu-Jitsu competitor Josh also made a number of mistakes, receiving 3 points. Kickboxing legend Gabriel had a rough start in the championship, but in this challenge, he kept a cool head and made a number of great decisions, receiving 4 points. Former Spec Ops soldier Randy was the only contender to survive the blindsided wrench attack, but getting involved in the final fight was not the best self-defense decision, leaving him with 5 points and with Randy catching up to the leaders. Sumo champion Seth was competing for the best performance the entire challenge, but missing the sugared drink was the only part that kept him from a higher place, receiving 6 points. And while Adrien was fighting for the best score all the way until the end, getting cut by the knife attacker in the final scenario dropped him to 2nd place, leaving Natan with the highest score and raising him to 3rd place in the entire championship. But the championship is far from over, as the next challenge is going to be the hardest one yet, with all the contenders facing a knife attacker while locked in a cage without holding back.